No, I can't calm down. Bitch, I'm too turned up.
Avatar Aang runs the anime gauntlet, man. Let's see what he runs. Let's see where he goes.
Showdown, and we are back with anime gauntlets. I know
See,
it's been
let's
a
see,
while,
let's
but let's
see
get right
where-
into
let's
it.
see where
So
bro
this
rank.
gauntlet I've
You
been
feel me?
seeing going crazy all over
You feel
Twitter.
me?
We have Avatar Aang running the gauntlet. This is gonna be a tough one because first up we have Deku. This was highly
Deku.
controversial on Twitter. If you think about Deku going up
Hold
against
on.
Aang,
Let me see. Like, all right, hold on. Let's see. Like, what this nigga? No. Where he at, bro? He got to fight Deku, Yuta, Tanjiro, Naruto, and Luffy. Yo, he might. Alright, if I'm being generous, bro, just looking at it, cause like, if he doesn't get first rounded, it's a hard stop at Naruto, bro. Like hard stop, like he not passing Naruto. But I think Deku Loki got him, bro. Deku got that. What is it? Just like it, like attack power, like attacks, bro. Like that nigga. Like he just slams everybody, bro. You know what I mean?
first up we have
But-
Deku. This was highly
maybe
controversial
I'm gonna
on
just
Twitter.
Avatar.
If you think about
Maybe
Deku going up
Avatar
against
Aang, like,
Aang,
you know what I
right?
mean?
The first thing that
Maybe,
comes to mind is, well, Aang has access to airbending and he also has access to waterbending. Now, one of the first things that
and
everyone
Aang
was
not gonna
talking
kill him
about was the
either.
fact
We
that
gotta
Aang would
put
be
that into
able to
account.
remove the breath from Deku. We saw that a lot of the airbenders, especially in the Legend of Korra, were able to literally remove the air from people's bodies, which would obviously would create a vacuum in the lungs. It's done and will suffocate them. Dangerous technique for Deku.
But Aang-
to
Aang not
to a
finna
lot of
do that, bro.
naysayers' Credit, Aang was never
He not
shown
finna
to
do that.
use this type of technique, at
He's
least
not-
when
he's
he's
not
in that
finna-
form.
he's not
Now,
finna do
let's
that,
look at the
bro.
gauntlet again. As you guys
That's
already
not
know, when I
encouraging, bro.
normally do
You
these
know what I mean?
gauntlet videos, I like to give people their prime abilities because I think that's the most fair, unless it's stated otherwise. Now, I don't really know the context of this gauntlet. It could be different, but if we are going off of prime Aang, and I'm talking about adult Aang, then I gotta go with Aang beating Deku. Now, hold on. I know Deku has 8 different quirks. Deku is more powerful.
Deku do
in the
got a
sense
lot of
that
quirks.
he will
See,
be-
I'm not even on the point where he has 8 quirks, but I know he gets more. I'm on like, he got like 3 right now. I'm pretty sure, bro. Like with just those, bro. Like,
to use gear shift and
I don't know,
5G,
man.
and he would be able to use
I don't
black
know.
whip. I don't even think smoke screen would really be useful, and maybe float. A lot of those twerks wouldn't really even be useful, but obviously one for all would be the biggest hit. All right, if he's able to land an attack on Aang, it's pretty much game over because Deku is just so much stronger offensively than Aang. But the issue is Aang has a deeper bag of hacks in the sense that adult Aang was shown to be able to blood bend. I don't think Deku has anything in his arsenal that would allow him to break through the blood bending ability from Aang. I think everything else, speed wise, you gotta go with Deku. IQ, you could probably say if we're talking about adult Aang and Deku, then it would probably be
you being
someone.
mad generous,
But
bro.
this gauntlet has Kid Aang. This is a big difference to me because I don't know if Kid Aang really had access to blood bending, and obviously we did not see the air bending technique where he's able to draw the air from their body and suffocate them like Zahir from Legend of Korra. We did not see that from Aang. So if we're going off of Kid Aang, I agree with the My Hero fans. Deku would definitely beat Aang. Aang was stopped in round 1. If we're going with everybody in their prime state, I think adult Aang having the ability to blood bend Deku would be able to defeat Deku. It wouldn't be easy, but the blood bending is something I don't think Deku has an answer for. Let's move on to round 2. At round 2, we
That's
have
fair, I
Yuta
guess.
from Jujutsu Kaisen. This
Oh,
one is
no,
crazy.
man.
Yuta is
Oh,
in the
no.
conversation with Gojo. It really is. Gojo's obviously that rank 1, but
Look,
Yuta
bro,
is
like-
only a little half step off. I mean, Yuta's that powerful in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. One of the strongest sorcerers. We love Aang being able to really take down Fire Lord Ozai, but at the end of the day, Yuta has
no,
one of
bro.
the strongest cursed spirits in the entire series, Enrica. He has one of the highest reserves of
I feel like Aang can beat him, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, cause Yuta only has like, okay, he only has the techniques he copied for, right? After that, bro, like, and he has Rika, so what? It's gonna be a 2v1 with this nigga just trying to spam his techniques, right? But I'm pretty sure Aang can handle all that, bro. Especially if his Avatar state, bro. It's gonna be hard to deal with that.
curse energy, and I don't see how Aang is really going to have the ability to fight something that in theory he would not really even be able to see. That is where the major issue comes in. Now again, if we're talking adult Aang and he's able to bloodbend, that is where it would get a little sticky for Yuta. But at the end of the day, if Yuta's getting hurt, Rika is still putting in work. So obviously Aang is stopping in round 2 for me. I don't see Aang getting past Yuta at all, but you guys let me know down in the comment section below if you think he does win. At number 3, they put in Tanjiro. For some reason, now I'm not too familiar with manga Tanjiro, so I'm not gonna mention manga Tanjiro too much, but I do know that he does get stronger. That's about it. Now maybe you could say that Tanjiro is faster than Aang, and I probably would agree, maybe, depending on the technique. But my issue here is that Tanjiro is known for water breathing and sun breathing and things like that. I mean, that is literally what Aang does. I mean, at the end of the day, all of these water and sun breathing techniques are something that Aang would easily be able to counter, because that's how he's built. That's how he comes. He can destroy everybody that's using elemental techniques against him because he controls all 4 elements. But here's what I'll say about Tanjiro. Manga Tanjiro, because I heard that he's more powerful, maybe I would give him the edge over Kid Aang, just because Kid Aang is still young. He doesn't have the blood bending and all that. But if we're talking adult Aang, I don't really know. I gotta see more about manga Tanjiro. At least for anime Tanjiro, he's getting dropped off though. He's definitely getting dropped off. Manga Tanjiro, I gotta see a little bit more, because adult Aang is that serious. Round 4, I mean, pack it up, man.
Yeah, hard stop, bro.
They put Naruto at round 4. This is overkill. No shot whatsoever. We love Aang, but come on. Even if he's able to suffocate Naruto, even if he's able to bloodbend Naruto, how is he stopping Kurama from popping out? That's going to be a major issue for Aang. I don't think Aang, and even in adult form, prime Aang, no Aang is beating Naruto. And in round 5, we have Monkey D. Luffy. Now, clearly, Future Sight Observation Hockey, Armament Hockey, Conqueror,
you don't,
Gear 5.
You don't be this nigga, bro.
It's overkill. We love Aang, but he can't even contend. I mean, listen, Luffy was literally grabbing lightning out of the sky. So, I mean, if Aang wants to try lightning bending, I mean, if he wants to try any type of elemental bending, it's going to be an issue. If he's about to blood bend him, Luffy can see that is happening in the future and speed blitz him. I mean, there's way too many abilities that Luffy has in his arsenal that would make Aang really scared to fight him, whether he's a kid or an adult. So if it's Kid Aang, he doesn't make it past round 1. If it's adult Aang, he makes it to round 2 and stops at Yuta. But in a strange way, I think he still beats Tanjiro. I don't know why Tanjiro is after Yuta, unless he did something crazy in the manga that I don't know of. But let's move on to the next gauntlet. Red hair Shanks is running the gauntlet. Man, you know what time it is. All right. One of the greatest hockey users in One Piece history. Yes, I said that. I know what it is. I know what time it is, because in round 1 we have Tanjiro. I don't care how sun breathing.
I feel like it's kind of Mickey though, because like we don't know that much about Shanks. We just know he got good hockey and shit, and like he like Yonko and all that.
We just spoke about that earlier.
Nah, he spoke Tanjiro
in Shanks' eyes.
For sure
Shanks has one of the
Tanjiro,
greatest
like
displays of Future Sight Observation Hockey that we've ever seen. I mean, the man literally saw what Kid was about to do, saw the entire play-by-play. It looked like he was seeing a whole minute into the future and was able to react.
He is forever smoking that Kid pack, man. Forever, man. Oh my God.
Destroying all the Kid pirates, but
that shit was
had them scared,
running
for their lives, swimming for their lives, trying to get out of there. Something that is so dangerous. I can't see Tanjiro pulling that off. If you swap Tanjiro and Shanks in that scenario, is Tanjiro saying Captain Kid 1-hit KO? I don't see that happening. I don't know what he did in the manga, but I need a Demon Slayer fan out there to prove to me that Tanjiro is boxing the entire Kid pirates with 1 hit, because that's Shanks. In round 2, we have Akame from Akame Got Killed. Now, this is an interesting one, because we know that Akame has the ability to kill somebody with 1 hit. The question is Akame getting that hit on Shanks?
You just say all that.
I love Akame, one of the best swordsmen we have seen of all time. But if you're talking about Shanks rivaling Mihawk in terms of swordsmanship, and obviously Mihawk is quote unquote the world's strongest swordsman in One Piece, then we have to understand that swordsmanship is not going to be a great avenue for Akame to try to beat Shanks. Obviously Akame was able to take down Esdeath, but Shanks is no scrub. The hockey is so powerful, it took down one of the greatest in the worst generation. We just have to stop downplaying Shanks hockey here. I think Akame is a beast, but not a Shanks level beast. Moving on, we have Zoro from One Piece, another disrespectful, blasphemous spot. You know, I respect the Zoro fans out there, because like I said, Zoro fans and Itachi fans are the 2 most diehard fan bases that I've ever had to see. And any moment, at any chance, Zoro fan will definitely try to squeeze Zoro into those top tiers of One Piece. I see what's going on, all right? I understand it. You guys love Zoro. It's all love.
Actually,
but he's not
no
seeing
way.
Shanks. I don't care what he did.
Especially right now, bro. This nigga is not, bro. Okay, look. Zoro has been underperforming right now in Egghead, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he should be doing way better, bro. Like, it's been like a minute since he first started fighting Lucci, bro. The niggas are about to leave the island, bro, and they still has dealt with that nigga, man. He underperforming, bro. If he performed like a little bit better, man, maybe you could argue like, yeah, you know, the extreme diff this nigga. Nah, even then, bro. He got a ways to go. I feel like he'll get there soon though. He'll get there soon. Like definitely by the end of the story, he should be strong, you know. Of course.
I don't care what
I say close to
again,
the end of the story. You know what I mean?
I don't care about any of that. He still has a long way to go before you start talking about Shanks' level, because Shanks is using moves like Kamusari, aka Divine Departure, aka the same move Roger used against the likes of Odin, and we still have to see Zoro surpass Odin's level of haki. We still need to see Zoro surpass maybe some Gorosei members like Saint Ethan. There still are a lot of swordsmen out there in the One Piece world that we have to compare Zoro to before he makes it to Shanks. Or
it's really him, Ethan nigga, Figureland. That's really Shiryu. That's really it. There's Miyako Shanks, but for real.
Are on Shanks' level. We love Zoro, but he does not deserve to be here. At number 4, we
Gojo.
have Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now you guys know what I always say about Gojo. Man. Obviously he has Limitless. Obviously he's able to attack with ease because he has the 6 eyes. But you want to know
the thing about Gojo fights, bro, like you gotta like get through his hacks, bro. You can't hit him unless like you figure out some type of way, like you gotta figure out some type of way, bro. You know what I mean? Or it's like, bro, it's really, this nigga's a hacksman, bro. Okay, because it's either you can't hit him and he got a way to just like disintegrate you, bro. So it's like, bro, this is.
If it's Gojo's domain expansion, I think Shanks stops at Gojo, 100%. But Toji gave me faith. Toji gave me faith against Gojo. Now, obviously, that was a younger Gojo, but he gave me faith in the fact that there may be a chance to stop Gojo if you have prep time. And I feel like if you give Shanks a little...
Nah, not even, bro. Because, like, bro, that nigga Toji basically beat him because, like, he caught Gojo lacking, basically. But now, like, he don't do that no more. You feel me? Like, he just doesn't, like, he always got his technique on, bro, so no one can touch him. He doesn't even touch the floor. So it's like, you're not getting away with that shit again. You gotta, like, you know what I mean? You gotta do some other shit, bro.
A little bit of prep time. He may be,
and especially since he's not in the universe, like, bro, like, nobody except, like, niggas that just outscale him so much, like Goku and, like niggas in Dragon Ball and shit, like, can really tee up with that nigga, bro. You know what I mean?
come out on top, because listen, even though if Gojo does not give Shanks prep time, Shanks will create his own prep time with Future Sight. All right, that is what Shanks does. Future Sight,
you gotta have crazy hacks too. Like to fight Gojo, you gotta have like crazy hacks
to prep for Gojo. Okay, so again, I love Gojo. He's obviously a beast. He's obviously powerful. But in the event of prep time, I think that Shanks would definitely be able to react to his techniques before the domain expansion comes out. But if the fight starts and the first move that Gojo drops is domain expansion and he gets that off and Shanks falls victim to it, yes, Gojo wins. I don't know if the fight's gonna go down that way though. If we're being honest, if Shanks is able to look into the future like he did against Captain Kidd and see what's going to happen, see that the domain expansion is actually going to come out and react before it happens, I think it can be devastating for Gojo, because we've seen somebody like Toji do it. He does not even need to touch Gojo to hurt him. The haki will move through the body to do it for him. The haki will move through the sword to do it for him. He doesn't need to lead an attack on Gojo to hurt him. In round 5, for some reason, Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard, is here. I don't understand why.
Yo, this is what I think though, bro. Like, so look, right? I don't know if this low-key. See, I don't know this one though. But like, I'm gonna say it though. A lot of niggas say Teach is it could kill Shanks right now. I feel like that too. I feel like Teach is somehow gonna like, you know what I mean, off that nigga. Like for Shanks, honestly, he on pack watch, but it's not cause he's weaker than Teach. It's cause that nigga Teach is probably gonna figure out a way to like sneak him, or like plot. Like he's gonna devise some type of plan to really like catch a nigga like off guard, bro. Cause I don't think if he really fought like 1-on-1, like a fair fight, like a duel type of shit, he wouldn't be Shanks. Cause this nigga Teach wins most of his fights from like you just using his devil fruit to like not make other niggas use devil fruit. This nigga Shanks still got devil fruit, bro. So it wouldn't make sense that like he would beat that. He would beat him because he do got the Gura, the tremor fruit, but like even that I don't think it matches against this hockey, bro. Like
let's talk.
He's still on
about
pack watch,
you know,
bro.
there are a lot of One Piece fans out there that
He's
have
gonna
Black
pull it
Beard
off,
on
bro.
top
But
one in
like,
the verse.
this thing too, bro. Like, Teach, bro, that nigga, bro. He's the #1 plotter in One Piece right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That nigga, bro. He was spawn camping a lot, bro. You feel me? He just do a lot of shit, bro. He been straight farming, bro.
And I'm not one of them.
Really
I
got
do
highlight
think
that, bro.
Blackbeard has
Nigga, I
ways
feel
to
like
go
nigga
before he starts getting
nigga
those
be talking
top
about that.
three
Like, that nigga Teach,
conversations.
bro.
I do think he's incredible as a devil fruit user, but hockey has always been a question when you're talking about Blackbeard. And I've said this before. Kaido has stated that hockey transcends all, and he's proven it by talking about Roger's hockey and how Roger was able to literally bring the world to heel because of his supreme mastery of hockey. This is something that Blackbeard has to get down before I start putting him in those crazy conversations. Yes, as a devil fruit user, he's incredible, but that's really his bread and butter. When you think about Blackbeard, you talk about his devil fruits first, and then you bring up the hockey later on. When were we seeing hockey feats? Against S-Hawk, who had him on the ropes a little bit. Even when Rayleigh pulled up and was flexing the Conqueror's hockey, Blackbeard really didn't have an answer. Yes, we know Rayleigh said that he was too old to fight Blackbeard at that time, but also Blackbeard thought he was not ready for Rayleigh. There are two sides to that coin that people are constantly forgetting. We love Blackbeard. I do think he's powerful. I think end of series Blackbeard is going to be in that conversation, but Blackbeard right now, Shanks is dropping him off. I don't care about what Scar situation people want to bring up. We know what it really is. Shanks knows that Blackbeard is formidable, but he also knows that he can beat Blackbeard, because if he didn't think he could do that, there's no reason why he would go to Marineford, stop the war by challenging the Marines plus the Blackbeard pirates. He said, we will fight all of y'all.
Nah,
and Blackbeard said, listen, I'm not ready.
Cool.
And we know Shanks is on timing. He was ready to fight Mihawk on multiple occasions. He was ready to fight Blackbeard on multiple occasions. He had Admiral Aramaki running for his life. To me, I love Blackbeard. I think he's powerful, but he's not in this type of conversation. And in round 6, we have Minato Namikaze from Naruto. Obviously the 4th Hokage. Minato in base is getting destroyed by Shanks. Respectfully, I don't think Minato is weak. Obviously he's called the Yellow Flash for a reason, but I think that Shanks' future sight would be the main Achilles heel to Minato. Minato is a beast, and he's called the Yellow Flash because he's able to outspeed everybody. But if somebody has future sight, Minato in base is going to have an issue with that, 100%. But on the flip side, Edo Tensei Minato breaking out Nine Tails Chakra.
This is what I was thinking about. I was like, hey, bro. This nigga, this Minato, bro, gonna cook that nigga.
Where it's like, okay, let's pull it back. Now I can see where Minato would be beating Shanks in that scenario. Let's move on to the next gauntlet. Here we have Gojo running the gauntlet. Okay. Very, very interesting here. First up in round 1, we have Sukuna.
Oh,
you know, certain things happen. You know, if Sukuna is allowed, if I speak. Let's move on to round 2.
Hey, man, we gotta talk about that one, bro.
Boroshiki from Boruto going up against Gojo. I think that obviously Boroshiki is amazing.
Man,
boxing with people like Sasuke. We get all.
Man, the niggas in Naruto be like, yo, man. They just got like strong as fuck. Though.
All of that, but if domain expansion drops, round 2 is a breeze for Gojo.
True.
I don't
You
think
got that
Boruto
domain
has an
expansion.
answer for domain expansion. In round 3, we have Monkey D. Luffy. I think that Luffy will be able to box with Gojo outside of the domain expansion. Once the domain expansion comes out, it's gonna be an issue. Luffy would literally have to use Future Sight, predict that he's going to be using domain expansion, and then speed blitz and take out Gojo before it comes out. I don't know if he will have that much time to do so, because we talked about Toji being able to take down Gojo.
Yo, the JJK characters like versus be so crazy because it's like they all got like all the niggas that actually got shit. They got domain expansion, like you feel me. So it's like no other like verse has something like that. But like it's like bro, it's bro. They become just so OP in that shit, bro.
With prep time, and I said that Shanks may be able to do it because he will have significant prep time, considering that his Future Sight observation haki is way longer than most characters. But to me, I don't think Luffy has Future Sight on the level of Shanks. All right, it looks like Luffy can only see a couple of seconds into the future. Shanks, it looked like he had a whole minute, so it's a little different, and that's why I think I'm gonna have to give Gojo the okay here in round 3. In round 4, you have Naruto. I think it's probably the same thing. If you're talking about his regular base standard Gojo, I think Naruto could definitely beat Gojo, but I think the issue comes in when domain expansion happens. I think that's really the issue. A lot of people on this list are very, very powerful, but
you know, I don't even know, bro, if Luffy or Naruto being that nigga, because like again, bro, like you gotta be able to hit him, bro, and the only way to hit him for real is if you have like really good like AP, like the reason Goku wins against Gojo is because the nigga just like he got him right there. He hard stops at Goku high, cause like he got so much AP that it's just like it don't even matter how much infinity he got. You know what I mean? But with Naruto and Luffy, it's just like it's too light. You feel me? But yeah, who the fuck is this nigga? I don't even know about One Punch Man, bro.
What they do in the event of a domain expansion, and that's where I don't know if Naruto really has an ability in his arsenal.
Okay, I think One Punch Man beats him, bro. Low key. That's Hacksman, bro. Hacksman versus Hacksman, bro. Like
Contend with domain expansion. I think Sasuke would be a better matchup against Gojo, considering
Sasuke is a better matchup because he got his little shiny on. You know what I mean?
Be able to move through dimensions and doing certain things. I think that's where it would be very, very.
That's compy,
Naruto,
actually.
even though he's more powerful than Sasuke in the Naruto verse, the hacks going up against Gojo.
That's
is just a
that's
matchup
way
for
more
me.
compy. I don't see a lot of people talk about that, bro. Gojo versus he just Sasuke. Oh my
Natsu
God.
from Fairy Tail. Now this is where it gets interesting, because I think that Natsu, with the abilities that he has in his arsenal, he's probably going to be suffering the same fate as Luffy and Naruto. The domain expansion is going to be an issue. But we have seen Natsu fight against opponents like Zeref and even Ultier that literally are using multi-dimensional attacks, and he's countering them. So if you're a Fairy Tail fan that wants to make the case that Natsu has been able to counter 5D attacks in his verse and say that Gojo would have an issue with that, I'm willing to hear you out, but I just think domain expansion is a tough technique for a lot of these characters to get involved with. In round 6, you have Saitama going up against Gojo. Now, me personally, I'm going with Saitama. Once you see Saitama kicking away portals and literally sneezing away Jupiter, that's really all you need to see. Infinity domain expansion is not going to work against Saitama because we've literally seen him move space. He moved space, y'all. At that point, he's beyond whatever Gojo's throwing at. And in round 7, you see Goku, aka Goatku. Can he beat Goku? No, he can't. We all love Gojo around here, but when you're talking about Goku, especially in true Ultra Instinct match or Ultra Instinct,
he really beats him in base, bro.
He literally use Hakai, as we've seen in the manga. He has the ability to actually erase things. Destruction energy. The question really should be, what will Gojo do against Hakai? What will Gojo do against Goku's crazy power level so strong that anything around him is literally going to be crumbling just off of him powering up? Goku's fight against Jiren was literally shaking the world of Void that literally had nothing in it. They were that powerful. They were shaking nothing. They were shaking a vacuum, essentially. Gojo might fade in Goku's presence. With all due respect. But you guys let me know down in the comment section below which gauntlets you